What's going on, you guys? So check it, right? The boy doing things, Reese, just keeps on surprising us constantly. Now, Baby Boy just dropped a new project on us in celebration of 420, and it's titled The Burning Tree. Now, knowing that Reese is a huge ass stoner, I guess we should have known that he would drop something on 420 to commemorate the day. But either way, it was a dope yet unexpected drop from him, and I honestly appreciate that. More so because it feels like he keeps on outdoing himself every time I hear him. And most importantly, he's constantly feeding his fans with new music, which is something rare when it comes to SA hip-hop artists. So I guess he wasn't lying on Couldn't Have Said It Better Part 3 when he said that any day of the week I might be set to release. Now, Reese first dropped the project on YouTube as one audio in order to force listeners to listen to the project straight through, as a way to avoid them from shuffling the tracks so they don't skip to their favorite song and mess up the sequencing. So he clearly thought this through, and it looks like it worked towards his favor because there are honestly zero skips on this one. Now, sonically, the project sounds really good because TK really came through on the engineering side of things, so he does deserve some praise, especially because he got a lot of criticism for Heaven Can Wait when it first dropped. And production wise, I can tell that Reese tried to hop on different sounding beats that we usually not used to hearing him on. So just like Heaven Can Wait, Reese had Iceman Beats handling most of the production on the project, with some contributions from Michael Tui. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, bro. Also from Sorry Zeke, Logical Rhymes, and even Reese himself. And in terms of features, we had 25K who gave a solid verse on Red Dragon. We also had Jay Jody on Red Dragon as well, Imp the Don on Bellator, Latinova Pounds on Live Once Interlude, and a shocking appearance from Mags on More Than Enough, which is really dope to hear because they really came through on that one. Now, I just want to go through a couple of lines from some of my standout tracks on the project where I feel like Reese is honestly demonstrating that he's in a league of his own and that he's only competing with himself and no one else, to be honest. Now, starting with the second track, For My Sanity, Reese goes on to say, "The world is yours, they say, to each his own. These kids are taught in class, but still applying what I teach in songs. That shit don't happen overnight, it's just like building Rome." Now, as young as Reese is, he's already been through a lot over the course of his career. From first being linked with Ambitious and almost signing to them, to him being screwed over by Ambitious and then pursuing things independently, to then forming TWC and later splitting up with his former crew members, to then forming Rubber Band Gang with the remaining crew members from TWC, to also splitting up with them recently, leading to the birth of Revenge Club Records alongside his brother Jay Jody. Now, it's clear that Reese has been through a lot over the years, and even though people thought he wouldn't last long in the industry or even have a career at all, he's proven a lot of people wrong by just staying consistent and letting your craft, your music do all the talking for you, which I think a lot of people can learn from. Guys, Reese is the definition of hard work and dedication. So when he says that shit don't happen overnight, it's just like building Rome. Well, yeah, that's true. He's put in a lot of work. But anyways, jumping to Red Dragon, right? He sort of showed me that he's sort of like J. Cole in a sense that he keeps on getting better with time. And with this track, right, my nigga decided to unlock a new flow on us and show that there's levels to this rap shit. So he went on to say, "I ain't gotta pay no shooter, cause my bro's my hitter. They should reconsider. They still broke and bitter. I got rich and bigger. Big pimping like Jigger. Gucci still my dealer. My shit got no fillers." Now, guys, as I just mentioned earlier, Reese has gone through a lot over the years, and he's also fallen out with a few individuals he was once close with. But the people you can always count on and always rely on to be there for you, well, that's family. And recently we've seen Reese work a lot with his older brother Jay Jody, and they've honestly given us some of the best music out right now. So it also seems like Reese is of the belief that ever since he split from Ambitious and also he split from his former crew members, things have only gotten better for him, where maybe the same can't be said for the people he was once associated with. Now, moving on to another track where I felt like Reese was really saying some shit is Bellator, where he goes on to say, "You cannot critique the form. Your favorite rapper needs to put his best foot forward. Better yet, tell your favorite rapper I could write his best verse for him. You cannot afford to wage war. You're still in the training course. I was a major tool in creating the way they on. They study the way I move. Maybe I should create a course, of course. I'm on track on every track, them niggas is off course. I quote, my brands are an extension of me. Who would have thought the king would be a kid from Danville Extension 3? Now, honestly, guys, I believe Reese is competing with himself at this point, and maybe that's a little bit of my bias speaking, but shit, even Reese is of that belief, especially at this stage of his career. I mean, just going back to some of his drops from this year alone, such as God Save the King, which he did with Logical Rhymes, Couldn't Have Said It Better Part 3, and this verse right here on Bellator. While it seems like Reese is crowning himself as the king of SA hip-hop, but my thing is this, right? Is it really that blasphemous for him to even consider that for himself? I mean, I don't know, guys. I'll leave it up to you to decide on that one. So comment down below if you believe Reese to be the king of SA hip-hop. And if not him, then give me another contender that would challenge him for the throne. But what I will say is that Reese is really rapping at a higher level than most niggas currently. And to even challenge him lyrically, just out of friendly competition, because I mean, hip-hop is a competitive sport, I would at least expect your pen game to match his somewhat, because Baby Boy knows he's a few steps ahead of most niggas when it comes to this rap shit. I mean, he's willing to write verses for niggas if need be, or even teach niggas how to move, which I think most artists in SA hip-hop should take notes on. I mean, Reese isn't about the gimmicks or antics, instead he lets his music do the talking for him. And I must say, this project is doing a lot of talking for him, which I really appreciate. So shout out to Reese, and shout out to everyone else who was involved with this as well. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the project. Are you messing with it so far, or is it not for you? Also comment your favorite tracks down below. I'm curious to know. Anyways guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.